Well, howdy diddly dandy there. Chums, 'tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I'm going to be doing a talks video. Now, this talks video is about something that could fringe on political, even though I don't believe it should be even considered as political, but then everything these days, thanks to media spin from the left or the right, it makes it political. Anyway, what am I going to be talking about? Let's jump on over to the Tinterweb and I will show you. Okay, right, so I've had quite a lot of my viewership saying, Captain Steve, you need to be on Bluesky. Stop tweeting about Twitter and stop using Twitter feeds. How can you be on X Twitter for your fans, but not for your fans on Bluesky? My reply is Bluesky is new. It might be a shot in the pan, and I haven't looked into it. I might in a few months, but right now I don't overly trust it. I feel it's too good to be true. Okay, now I knew it was run by Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey used to look after Twitter, and when he was in control of Twitter, it was actually a really good platform. I trust Jack Dorsey, but I'm just a little bit concerned. I mean, on Bluesky, you can upload up to 10 gigs worth of data per day. Now that's quite a lot. They're going to need quite a lot of server space. Maybe not now, but in the future they would. So I've put, after all, we are the product. How long can it run ad-free and without selling your data? As it grows, it needs more server space. The free model has to change. That's what worries me about it, okay? A load of people might jump over from one platform to another platform. They might even migrate over from other social platforms, not just X or Twitter, because Bluesky is free. But as we know, we are the product. If they're not selling the product, we are the product, okay? So just keep that in mind. I'm just a little bit nervous about Bluesky, and there has been changes at Bluesky that makes me even more cautious, which we'll get onto into a moment. Perfectly okay with your decision not to have another app to the phone, but so you're aware, Bluesky won't sell your data at the moment. It's a different environment. Currently, it doesn't have ads or force feeds. Yeah, I'd like to see more No Man's Sky players there, but again, I'm completely okay with your decision not to. There's some good reasons why I'm not going to be jumping over there. There is a reply, but I can't see it, so I don't know what's going on there. Bit of an oddity. Maybe it's been held or something by YouTube for some reason. Okay, Cullion says, yeah, I think Hello Games need to do the right thing and move their communications to Bluesky, either in addition to or preferably in replacement of Twitter. I never look at the fascist cesspool anymore. Okay, right. This one's a little bit tricky. Anyway, here's my reply. So this is what I put. I find that X is one platform where you can speak freely, the opposites of censorship and fascist notions. To me, fascists are the platforms that like to control speech, stop you from saying something that goes against an agenda or narrative. Anyway, you may find fascist opinions on there, but you can unfollow those people. I mainly use it for gaming, but I do read the trending and the news posts, and I feel I get a sense of left and right narratives, but it's getting harder to get a balance as those on the left are leaving for Bluesky, and I really don't want another app that is controlled and might sell my data. So if people are leaving Twitter and X that were given that balanced view, because I was finding that I'm very middle of the ground, especially when it comes to US politics. You know, I don't overly care which way it goes, although it does have a sway on what happens here and around the rest of the world. There's going to be echoes because it's a superpower. I mean, I'd done a video on Trump versus Kamala. I made it quite clear where I sit. I'm clearly in the middle. If I was in the US, I would have hated that vote choice. I would have voted where my pocket was, and if I was being affected by inflation and knowing that things might not improve, I would have voted for change. I wouldn't have wanted to vote for Trump, but then I saw the alternative as being a dead end. It was a backed into a corner type position. If I was out there in the US, and if you really want to know where my political allegiances lay, I am in the freaking middle. In the middle. And I think a lot of people are, you know. Over here inside of the UK, I feel very disenfranchised with the current model of politics because I know it's the House of Lords that really runs the country. Every policy, every single manifesto has to go through the House of Lords. And when you look at who makes up the House of Lords, it's people that have got fingers in pies all over the different countries and all sorts of other places that are making the real choices for this country. And they're going to ratify and change any of those policies or manifestos so it fits maybe the power elite and the shadow government or the World Economic Forum. There's a bigger picture at play here. And why we're fighting against each other about right and left, and oh, you watch Fox Media, so you're brainwashed. Oh, you watch CNN, so you're brainwashed. And in just the way that, you know, you're calling people on X and Twitter fascists, or the Twitter itself being fascist, you know, that's like what I'm seeing happen the opposite way around, where people on the right are calling everything woke without context. It's weird. At the moment, we're fighting against each other when we really shouldn't be. And it shouldn't matter whether I'm using Twitter or whether I'm using Bluesky. But I'll tell you why I'm not using Bluesky in a moment. So hyped, I wish Sean posted on Bluesky, though. Twitter just banned me, says the Tolster King. To get banned on Twitter is pretty difficult. And I'd like to find out exactly what happened there. But anyway, if I jump on over to Twitter and I search for Sean Murray or Hello Games, I'm going to find Hello Games and I'm going to find Sean Murray. And this is where I get my news feed from, is Sean Murray and Hello Games. If I jump over to Bluesky and I search for Hello Games, all I get is Hello Games unofficial. There's not an actual Hello Games on here. And if I search for Sean Murray, the only Sean Murray I get is this guy, which I have no idea who he actually is, in all fairness. Sorry, Mr. Sean Murray, I do not know who you are, but you're not the Sean Murray I'm looking for. No, these are not the Sean Murrays you're looking for. And Jack Dorsey. So Jack Dorsey, Bluesky creator, he has actually said that he's now quitting Bluesky. He's no longer on the board of directors, and he's actually telling users to stay on X. If they're on X or if they're on Twitter, to stay on it. He's losing faith in Bluesky. He hasn't gone into why, but I would imagine there's probably some reasons as to why. I'll see if I can find out, and I'll get back to you in a moment. 1 second. So here's the blurb. The Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey has left the board of Bluesky, the decentralized central network he helped start. I love the idea of a decentralized network. I really do. And encouraged users to remain on his first site, now owned by Elon Musk, called X. Dorsey had confirmed that he cut ties with Bluesky on Sunday, telling users on X that he no longer on the social network's board. The announcement was apparently unexpected, since Bluesky still listed him as a board member until Sunday evening. This is a little bit odd, isn't it? Let me do a deep dive. I'll carry on reading. I'll get back to you when I find the actual segment where he says exactly why he's saying this. Okay, so there's one cryptic section here where Dorsey has been quoted as saying, "Don't depend on corporations to grant your rights," Dorsey tweeted. "Defend them yourself using freedom technology. You're on one." And he actually tweeted that on Twitter. Very cryptic, very vague, still not a reason. And sadly, other than that, there's not much else to go by inside of this. So, in summary, people, the main reason why I'm not coming off of Twitter or X right now is Sean Murray and Hello Games are over there. I've built up a massive following over there. That Bomber Boy is on there. All the people that I use, all the sources that I use for my news feeds are there. If I do install Bluesky, then all I'm going to be doing is taking those posts, copying and posting them over on Bluesky. Where at the moment, I'd rather share my community feed, which I control, over on YouTube. Come on, throw me a freaking lifeline here. As soon as other people have adopted it and moved to it and I've got a news source there, then maybe. But you know what? I'm really nervous about Bluesky. I don't think the free model is going to last. And I think at some point in time, when they've got all your data and they know everything about you, then they're just going to change some rules and regulations and update their terms and agreements and all sorts of other shenanigans, and then you're locked in. We'll see how it goes. Time will tell. But I don't trust it. It seems too good to be true. And now that Jack Dorsey has gone from it, which in my opinion was the only real good thing about it, I'm extra nervous, extra cautious, and I feel that those on Bluesky should be too. Until next time, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again.